What's going on, guys? We're here with a haircut tutorial. Today we got my boy Zach in the chair.
What's up?
We are going to be doing a 3 on top with a mid to high skin fade. The reason I say mid to high is because we basically want a mid fade, but we're going to be losing the C cup, so then we'll drop it around in the back. But this will be a tutorial on how to do that, so stay tuned. Guys, so to start this haircut, we will be bringing our 3 guard closed against the grain of his hair, since that is what he asked for. And you want to make sure as you're bringing this 3 guard across that you are combing the hair back in the direction of its natural growth pattern. And you can even see in some of these scenes I'm actually bringing the comb in front of the clipper as I bring it back. That'll just help lift up all the hairs and make sure everything is even. Even on that back part where it grows down into the left, I'm making sure I'm going against the grain. Alright guys, after we brought that down with our 3 guard closed, we're going to go through and place our bald line with our trimmer right at the bottom of his vertical bar, angling down. Now make sure when you're placing this guideline that you're not pressing in with the trimmer too hard and you're doing it kind of softly, so that way it makes the line a lot easier to get out. Alright, so as we are placing this bald line, making sure we're putting it right below the vertical bar, we will be dropping it down right below his occipital bone. Again, like I said, the main thing with this step is just making sure you are not pressing in too hard with the trimmer, so you can make sure that line is super easy to take out when we get there. Now we'll flip that trimmer around and just take it all down up to that line we had just created. Right, so now we're going in with our foil shaver and balding out all of the stubble. Main thing with this, guys, is we are going to be leaving, I know it's kind of hard to see on the video, but you're going to be leaving about a 1/4 inch gap between where the hair is and where we're balding out, so right in between there. And as you can see, as I'm going up with the shaver, I am slightly flicking out, so we're not leaving a super hard foil shaver line, because that is probably one of the hardest lines to take out as a beginner barber. Next, with our 1 guard lever closed, we will be making a 1 inch guideline. Now with our 1 guard lever open, we will be going up about a 1/2 inch, making sure we are flicking up at the top to soften up that line. Now, with no guard lever open, you will go halfway through our 1 guard lever closed guideline. Now, putting that lever at halfway, you will be going halfway up of that guideline we had just put in. Now, with our clipper lever closed, we will go and start to erase that bottom line. Now, you want to make sure as you're doing this, especially with somebody that has coarse hair like my client Zach here, you want to make sure you pull the skin a little bit to just help your clipper get up and under that hair, so that way it makes the blending process a little bit easier. Also, a side tip that I always recommend to new barbers is get very comfortable holding a brush in your left hand, or sometimes a fine-tooth comb in your left hand, or whatever hand you're not holding the clipper with. It just makes it a lot easier and cuts back time on having to go back to the station to brush off your client. And you just always want to make sure that you're cutting your client's hair on a clean canvas and you don't want any loose hairs to get in your way. Now, it's kind of hard to see on camera here, but I'll show you here with my comb what I'm talking about. There is a very faint line between where we put in our foil shaver and our trimmer guideline. So I'm just going here with my trimmer to help blend out that line and make the fade really pop. Now, with my half guard, I'm going to be going through and erasing that line between our no guard lever open and our one guard. Alright guys, here I'm just going in with my clipper with no guard and just kind of playing with the lever and doing some detail work before I go and blend in the top near the parietal ridge into the fade. Now we are going in with our 1.5 guard, going through and flicking up at our 3 guard line that we did on top, and this will help blend the top into the sides. And here I am just doing some more detail work like I had just done on the other side. Now with the same guard, or 1.5, I'm going to be bringing his hairline down, ever so slightly shorter than the rest, so that way we can get a really crisp edge up and there's not a weird lip. And then also I always spray down my hairlines so that way it is easier to put in the line and it just looks a lot more crispy. Now, as you can see here, we are fading in the beard. It is the exact same process we had done on the sides, just in reverse. Now, with our trimmer, we will be lining him up, starting from the middle and working our way to each side. Now we will put his head back and apply a little bit of shave gel and use our straight razor to get his line up extra crispy. Alright guys, and that is going to be our mid-drop skin fade. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions, any other haircut tutorials you guys want to see, please drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next tutorial. Peace!